Hey, this is Chip and Kyle from TNBC, and we want to talk a little bit about PVS-14s today. PVS-14s are some of the goggles that we sell the most of, and we get a lot of questions because there's a lot of different variants of PVS-14s out there. And a lot of guys call up saying, hey, you guys have like 4, 5, 6 different PVS-14s on your website. Can you tell me the difference? So what we want to do is kind of give you a little bit of instruction onto what the differences are between these goggles. You pretty much have your factory built systems and your non-factory built systems. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the ITT factory built systems, and we're going to let Kyle talk about our private label systems that we actually build ourselves. This is an NE PVS-14, also commonly known as a Night Enforcer. It's a factory built system by ITT in their Roanoke, Virginia facility. It's an ISO 9001 certified facility. It's the same place that they make their mil-spec systems, which are known as the AN PVS-14. Now, whenever you see AN/anything stands for Army, Navy, denoting that it's a mil-spec system. Now, ITT only puts their mil-spec tubes in their systems that they're going to deliver on a mil-spec contract. They're very rarely, if ever, sold on the commercial market. The only time you're going to see AN systems from ITT or mil-spec tubes sold on the commercial or law enforcement market is when there's a contract that gets defunded from the U.S. government, something like that, where they then get permission to sell it from the U.S. government on the commercial market. At this time, we do offer some of these systems on our website, the AN PVS-14 full mil-spec standard issue kit, and basically these are overruns, or actually these are from a defunded U.S. Air Force contract, so they overran on that contract, and basically it's the full standard issue kit. Now the Night Enforcer, on the other hand, is another factory built system. The Night Enforcer is using the same exact parts, same housing, same optics, all that stuff. The difference is they put what they consider a commercial spec tube. The only reason that the commercial spec tube is put into the Night Enforcer system is because they don't, it didn't get randomly selected to undergo the mil-spec testing. Had it been put through mil-spec testing, it probably would have passed, but instead they put it through their own quality control test. And their own quality control test is pretty similar, but it's not the official U.S. government quality control test, so basically it's not going to get that official mil-spec stamp of approval. These systems, though, tend to, at least in my opinion, from what I've seen, they tend to be a little bit cleaner anyway, because the government is basically looking to get that minimum spec. And once they hit that minimum spec, they ship it, the government accepts it. They don't even come with the data sheets, and the data sheets are going to be what's going to give you all the different specs on the PVS-14, on the tube. Because basically, if it's shipped off to the government, it means it met the minimum mil spec, and the government doesn't care what all the actual minutia are of those specs. The Night Enforcer, on the other hand, is their commercial and law enforcement system. And you can see it on the label here where it's going to say NE PVS-14 rather than AN PVS-14, NE, of course, denoting Night Enforcer. And it's going to come with a data sheet that's going to tell the end user exactly what is on that tube as far as specs go. Like I said, it's all the same exact housing and everything else, but generally because you're getting a system that is meant for the commercial market, it's going to actually tend to be a little bit higher spec anyway, because maybe a little bit cleaner. Government doesn't care as much as far as the commercial market does, like I said, as long as they meet the minimum spec. So that's a factory-built system. This is actually built by ITT, who does hold the AN PVS-14 contract for the United States military. Now, I'm going to let Kyle talk a little bit about non-factory built systems and how they are in relation to the factory-built systems.
What I have here is really our most popular line. It's our TNV PVS-14. The TNV PVS-14 is built in-house by us. We do it to almost the exact same standards that ITT builds theirs to. We do dry nitrogen purging, we test our tubes, we spec them out at a certain level. We use mil-spec body housings, mil-spec lens systems, so we have the same coatings. Everything's basically the same. The difference is we're able to control cost a little more because on our side we control all the different aspects of the purchases and all the different aspects of how they're built. They're built almost identically. It's just that ours is a little more economical. The tube systems that we put in here are all graded out to the mil-spec standard. They are not mil-spec tubes. They're just graded out to the mil-spec standard. Now we offer 3 different tube variants, so there's a lot of flexibility in what you can get in performance and then how much you have to pay for that performance. So what our system does is it gives the ability for the consumer to have an option, or several options actually, to get into a monocular system. And again, monocular systems being the most flexible systems, the most cost-effective systems. They're a good value, and so they really are the most popular systems that are built today and purchased through our company. When we sell a lot of systems, build a lot of systems, we're very proud of them. And we're also very proud of all the systems that we sell for other companies. Again, you're going to get fantastic value, you're going to get fantastic performance out of these systems. Now these are both examples of the mil-spec body styles. You'll also see that there's some other monocular body styles on our system, like a GT14, a MUN. When you buy those systems, the only thing you have to be cautious about is the predominant amount of accessories that are made for PVS-14 systems are made for the military specification body housing. And that's just because they're so much more prevalent. So if you're going to do a lot of accessories to your system, if you're going to use it to film, if you're going to put lens caps on it, demist shields, all of the different things, weapons mounts, everything that goes with these systems that gives them their flexibility, be cautious when you buy the non-mil-spec style systems, because again, you might lose some of that flexibility. But again, great systems. Monoculars are the most popular, the most flexible, and if you're looking to get into night vision or looking to get the most out of a piece of night vision equipment, these are really one of the best things you can buy. Hope that helps, and we'll see you later.